So, Mr. Farage, I'm a Romanian. Let's say I'm in Great Britain, and the question is, what should I do now? Should I stay or should I go?
We are going to have, don't forget, there are lots of British people in European countries too. More the other way around. Everybody who's come to Britain has come to Britain legally, and all their rights are fully protected. We've now voted for Brexit. We've now voted to reject the concept of European citizenship, and we're going to get back our own passports and our own borders. So there will be a change that will come in at some point in time. And in future, we'll issue work permits to people and we'll more strictly control the numbers. And you have to understand it from our perspective, because all sorts of demonising things are said about Britain at the moment. From 1950, we ran an immigration policy with our former empire, net about 30,000 people a year. It's now over 1/3 a year, and we simply can't cope. Our public services simply can't cope. So anyone that's here now has come legally, and that's fine. Nothing will change.
So I can stay?
Yes, nothing will change.
Nothing will change, you said, but I saw after the referendum a lot of Brits regretting that they voted for Brexit.
I'm not sure about that. I think what you've got here is a very sore establishment. They're bad losers. And so they're trying to organise a second referendum because they don't like the result.
Do you think it will be a second referendum that can reverse the result of the first?
I don't think it'll happen. I do not think it'll happen. I think the people have spoken, and I suspect that if you ask the British to vote again, they'll be so angry that the majority in favour of Brexit will be bigger than it was last time.
I saw on the Telegraph, for example, a short movie with people in a bus becoming aggressive towards the immigrants.
Yeah,
and
I find that amazing. I mean,
don't you feel responsible a little bit for...
Well, presumably, if we'd voted to stay in, they'd have been even worse. I mean, look, there have been horrible things said on both sides. We've got heightened tensions in the United Kingdom as a result of this referendum, but we've generally been the most tolerant of all European countries.
I hope you are not going to be upset for what I'm saying now, but it seems to be that your speech against the immigrants encourage this kind of situation against the strangers, against the ones who are against the immigrants.
We're arguing for control. That's what we're arguing for, control. At the moment we have no control because we have this ridiculous European system of total open borders. Now we're the first country to have rejected it. Believe me, we won't be the last.
And another thing that I've noticed, and again, you won't be happy to hear that, but I have to say, a lot of internal conflicts inside UK seem to get ground now with Scottish people, with Northern Ireland. Don't you feel responsible a little bit for that?
Come on, there was a Scottish referendum 2 years ago on separation from the United Kingdom, so this is not new. And the Scots don't like the result. But the idea that Scotland would independently sign up to the European Union and have to sign a treaty that committed it to the euro, it just isn't going to happen.
And here's my last question, and I hope to annoy you a little bit with that. Yesterday in the European Parliament, Mr. Juncker asked you, why are you here?
Yeah, well,
Anymore.
He is a great showman. Look, in terms of the British referendum, we've won the war, we now have to win the peace. So there is now a negotiation to get us out that the European Parliament will be involved in. And I'm going to be here, when necessary, watching like a hawk to make sure the job gets done properly.
But come on, Mr. Farage, your speech for the Brexit, so much time. And the last time in Strasbourg, I saw your statement saying that it's the last time when I'm here.
As a full member of the European Union, I was very careful how I said it. We now have a series of negotiations to go through. We have a European Parliament that will vote on the package. I lead the biggest delegation from Britain. It would be dereliction of duty for me not to be here to see us out.
So you continue to come in the European Parliament being paid by the European money, even if your country decided to be out?
But I am the turkey that voted for Christmas. I did vote last week to lose my job, and I will lose my job, and the sooner the better.
And I have another question about triggering the Article 50. Do you think your government will trigger it?
Well, I'm worried they should do, because that's what 17.5 million people have asked them to do. There better not be any backsliding. At the moment, they appear to be a bit reluctant, so I think we should trigger it fairly soon.
And if not,
There'll be a lot of anger.
thank you very much.
Thank you. All right.
Thanks. So we